Hey everyone, welcome back to the IKnowUCantPvp channel, and again, I just want to thank you all so much for 600 subscribers. It's really a huge milestone, and I really never thought I would get here, so thank you. But today we will be trying something a bit different. I will be doing a tutorial on how to make Minecraft renders, kind of like my YouTube avatar. If you go look, that's a 3D render. So as you can see in the thumbnail, that's kind of what you will be making. And yeah, without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Alright guys, the first thing you want to do is click the first link that I have listed below. It should take you here. I learned how to do it in Blender 2.78 instead of like the newest version, so I'm sorry about that, but there's not really anything different, but I'm just used to this one. So what you want to click is press download Blender, the old one, and if you have a like a Windows 64-bit system, press this one right here, the MSI one. And if you have like a Mac, press these. Like, it all depends on what system you have, but I have a Windows 64, so I'm gonna click this one. I already have it downloaded, but just go through the process and you should be able to download it. The second thing you want to download is this thing right here. It's the second link in the description. It's the Blender rig. So, I would download the Cycles Minecraft rig, because Cycles is like based on your GPU, and my GPU is better than my CPU. If you want to download internal, that's all based on your CPU, but I'm gonna use GPU because it's a bit faster. So you're gonna click on that, download that. The last thing you want to download is the third link I have linked in the description. Is Jerry's sword rig. It's kind of like the swords and stuff that you're gonna be seeing, and you want to hit download for this. And yeah, after you have that, then you can go ahead and open Blender and we can get started. Once you get here, hold on, I'm gonna just go into full screen. You can just click behind this thing, just click behind it, and you have this thing. And you can see that if you press the left click button, it doesn't really do anything. I mean, you can like drag them around and stuff, but it doesn't really do anything. So for Blender, you mostly want to use the right click and the middle mouse button. So you're gonna be using those. And you can also press like X, Y, and Z to move something on a specific axis. And yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know right now. You can hold shift and press the middle mouse button to kind of like pan like that, and scroll to zoom in, zoom out. And yeah, that's what you need to do here. You can press the delete key to delete something, like boom, and then you press OK. You press enter, boom, boom. You want to delete those. So the first thing you want to do, and this part is really important, so do not skip this. You see where it says Blender render? You want to click this and make it Cycles render. So now it goes with what you had downloaded for your rigs, like the sword one. If you used internal, you just use Blender render, but I used Cycles, so you should probably use Cycles. All of this stuff, it's really confusing, I know, but I'm gonna try to make this as easy as possible for you guys to follow. Also, one thing I forgot to mention, this is also really important. If you go to user preferences and you go all the way to system, you have to uncheck bitmaps. Make sure bitmaps is unchecked, and that's really important because I will show you what happens if you do have it checked. Alright, so if you do have bitmaps checked on, your Steve or like whatever you're doing is gonna look really blurry, because it like blends the big chunks together and it makes it really blurry. So you want to make sure that bitmaps is checked off, and now you can see it's clear. And also, one more thing I forgot to mention, if you ever do something and you want to do a redo it, just go to File and press New, and press that and press that. I don't need it right now, but if you ever need to restart, there it is. First, let's delete these. And alright, you just have this little space. Oh, this, by the way, that's the perspective, and I'll show you guys how to use that later. But for now, you should have nothing like this, and just have everything out of the way, but keep that. And you're gonna have to go to File, and press Append, and then try to find wherever your Cycles Minecraft rig was that you have downloaded. I think it was the second download. Yeah, it was the second download. Make sure you try to find that. And so if you can find it, I found it. It's right here. You click that. What you want to click is press Simple Rig Blend. Press that. Go to Group, and then press Character. Alright, now you should have something that looks a bit like this. And as you can see, it's solid. That's only because, and there's no color. But you need to change this thing right here. Right now it's on solid. You have to change that to texture. And now you have a Steve skin. Some people, the first thing they want to do is, I gotta make it Cycles render again first. The first thing you want to do is probably put your skin as this. And to make your skin this, you have to right click the body, so you have like a green outline around it. And press this circle thing right here. Press that. And you should have this. And again, I had this problem a lot. If you don't have this, make sure you change the Blender render to Cycles render. That's something that really confused me, and I just had to clear that up. So what you want to do is press this little like printer thing here, and press the second one, Write File to Current Directory, and you have to click that. It should have like an error sign, like should have an error sign. You click that same button again, Open Image. And go to your skin download, which is, this is my skin right here. Oops, I have a different skin. Where is it? Okay, skin 2. You will see your skin. Now, right now, it should not look like your skin. This does not look like my skin, right? That's because it's still like jumbled up. What you need to do is you need to press this triangle thing and press that. And where it says, old 1.8 skin, and you have to put it 1.8 plus skin, and it should clear everything up. And if not, if you render it, it still has this. So it only looks like this on our actual thing, but if you actually render the thing, it'll look like this. That's because the camera icon is still on the old one. If you click on the camera one here, it should update your skin, but you should notice there's also this purple thing right here. Whoops, hold on, alright. If you render it, there should be like a purple thing, and how to get rid of that, you just right click this, like the head portion, because there's a different head portion from the body portion. If you zoom in, there should be like a little green line. Try to click that. And after you click the green line portion, you just press delete, and now if you try to see it again, it'll look normal. After you have your skin all like rendered and stuff, and you have your skin as a 3D model, you have to go over here. You have to highlight the bones, like right click on the bone area. Yes, there's a different area from the bone portion. Just right click the bones area, and you want to go to all scenes, and where it says bone character, you want to click this this little T figure, like the guy who's doing a T pose. You want to click that, and now you should see it's blue now. That's because what you just done there is you're separating each of the bones individually. So now you can rotate them around, change the size, stuff like that. Next thing you want to do is you can make a pose. So in order to make a pose, click like the area, the bone that you want to be shifting, and press R. That will be able to make your whatever bone you are clicking turn and rotate. So, and also one thing you need to do, this is really important. If you want to turn it only in a special direction, press Y, X, or Z. Again, press R and then press Y to rotate it only like this, Z to only rotate it like that, and X to only rotate it like this. This is really important while doing this, so make sure you do that. And if you ever mess up, like make the arm go like this, make sure you hit the right click button and it should go back like this. So now I will make some character just like this. Right click, I'm gonna press Z to tilt the head a little, like that. I'm gonna press X to tilt it. Oh, and also one more thing I forgot to mention. Between each rotation, make sure you hit R again. So R, X, like this. I'm gonna make it like that a little, R, Y. Like that. I'm gonna make the legs spaced out a bit like that. And R, X, like that. X, like that. So now you can see you can bend your character in different directions. I'm gonna continue doing this for a while. I'll speed it up for you guys so you won't have to watch this. Oh guys, one more thing I forgot to mention. This is also pretty important. If you ever forget to press R between doing, like, moving your bones in different directions, that doesn't sound right. And if you accidentally press Z, you'll see this. And if you press it again, you'll see this. There's nothing to worry here. It got me really freaked out at first. But all you need to do is go over here and change it back to texture, and it should appear again. So I'm gonna continue changing my skin. Alright, once you get to a position you would like, I have something like this. And what you could do, well, I personally like these, but you don't need to do it. But I go to append, and you go to find your Minecraft, the Jerry sword rig that you have downloaded. It's the third link. And press the cycles blend. Go to object and go to diamond sword. You don't need to do diamond sword. I just like the diamond swords because they look cool. And just right click your thing, move it over here, and just like move it up. Oh, right here you can also click to move your thing here. I find that when you do it for the sword, it's way easier. So I'm gonna make my character hold it in this hand right here. So what you're gonna have to do is rotate the sword, press R. I'm gonna press Z again, like so, and rotate it this way a bit, rotate it this way. Alright, and now what you want to do is drag it towards your character, like so. Hold on, I'm gonna rotate it this way a bit more, like that, and make it look like your character is holding the sword, like that or something. So it's holding the handlebar, and I'm gonna move it this way a bit, so like that, and I'm gonna move it down a bit like that, and it looks pretty good right now. So if you were to render this, this is something of what it would look like. but as you can see, it's still like really dark. You don't want to render this, all right? You really don't. So what you want to do is press Shift A. Hold on, right, Shift A, and this thing should pop up. Shift A, this thing should pop up, and you want to go to Mesh. Click on this and click Plane. Now you have this little thingy, and what you want to. Oh, also, if you ever want to go to your original position, press Shift C. So now everything's where it originates. The dot is where it's supposed to be, and yeah. So now what you want to do is press R and rotate this up like that a bit. Move it up a bit, so it's kind of like your character is facing this. This is to give your character light, because it would look really weird without this, I can assure you, because it would just be black. But right here, you don't have anything. It's not emitting light or anything, right? So let me rotate this back a bit. It's not emitting light right now, and you want it to emit light. Try to make the plane centered a bit, like so. Look it up. Yep. So you should see the bones like that. And now go right click on it, go to the circle thing again, and press New. After you press New, you see where it says diffuse BSDF. You want to click on that and find emission. You click emission, and hold on, let me go back a bit. Oops. Alright, after you click emission, this is how much light you want it to do. Right now, if you render the thing, it's still going to be like black, but right now it's emitting some light. You don't want it to look like that. I find that about 5, let's see, 5 works good. It really depends on yourself and what you like. Maybe 6, 7 looks good. All right. I would use 7, and again, to get into this, like to see what your render is, press Shift Z, and to get back out of it, press Shift Z again, and now you should have this. Now, you're all done, you have your sword and character, everything. Now you want to take the picture. Now what you want to do is press 0 on the number pad. Again, 0 on the number pad, so like that. Now this is the camera's view. Again, the camera is this thing of what it sees. And yeah, this is the camera view, and you have to press N. And once you're in the camera view, press lock camera to view like this. And now just move like how you would in the thing. Hold on. Alright. 0. Alright. Move like how you would originally. And I'm gonna find a good place to take a picture. Let's go back a bit. Oh, one more thing I forgot to mention. If you ever want the image to be a different dimension, go to this camera icon right here. And also you want to, it says 50 right now, you want to click this to 100. And 512 by 512 works pretty good. That's a pretty good angle. And one more thing you want to do, it's that when you actually export the image, go to film and press transparent. So now when you export your image, it'll be transparent instead of just a gray background. So okay, now I gotta find a good pose. It takes a while to find a good pose. You can move your light back a bit to make, if it's obstructing your view of your character, to take a picture of. And let me just go to the side. Again, if you ever want to see what it would look like, there, press Shift Z. So now this is what your taken image could look like. So I'm gonna move it up a bit, and let's see. Yep, that looks pretty good. So once you think you have a good camera angle, press F12 to export your image, just like this. And here you go, you have your image. It's pretty cool. Now what you want to do is you want to save your image to your desktop. So press F3 and go to downloads. You can title it whatever. I'm just gonna title it, yeah. Press enter and press save as image, and you're just about done. If you have any questions for me, make sure you let me know in the comments below. I will respond to all of yours and try to answer as many questions as I can. So now if you go to File Explorer, like the place where you stored your file at, and you go to, what did I title it? Yeah, I titled it yeah. Alright, the image has just loaded, and this is what your Minecraft character looks like. It's really cool. So now something you can do is go to whatever you want to make thumbnails, like Photoshop. Go to like Photoshop or something. I use paint.net. It's kind of like the broke version. You can add special effects and put it in a thumbnail. You can put it as your avatar, and yeah, you can just do whatever you want with this little thing. It's a PNG, which means it's transparent again, so you won't need to worry about background. So yeah, thank you all for watching this tutorial, and if you like the video, make sure you leave a like, because it took me a long time to figure all this stuff out. And again, if you need any help for anything, make sure you leave a comment down below and I'll respond to you. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.